So what's up? In this video, we're going to go over some of the best hidden features for the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Okay, so actually one of the first features we're going to take a look at is remapping the Bixby button. So Samsung's giving us the ability to make this Bixby button kind of do whatever we want it to do, open whatever apps we want, and it's really easy to remap. Let's get started. So in order to fully remap the Bixby button, you just have to hit the Bixby button to get to the Bixby settings. Once you're in the Bixby settings, you're going to hit these three little dots right on the top here, and then you're going to hit settings, and then you're going to tap Bixby key here. And so here you have the two main options. You can single tap to open Bixby, or you can double tap to open Bixby. And whichever option you choose, the other option will then open the app of your selection. So if you have a single tap to open Bixby, if you double tap the button twice, it'll open whatever application you choose to have opened with that option. So right now I have a double tap to open Bixby and a single tap to open the app of my choosing, because that actually works a lot better for me. So all you have to do is tap it, and then the app that you want to open, you hit the setting, and it brings you to a list of applications that you want to open. So I can actually set it to open any application that's already downloaded into my phone. So now, because I use Google a lot, I usually have it set to open my Google so I can view my Google cards, news, updates, and things of that nature. It's one of the best parts of Android for me. So in order to do that, I would just select Google from the list. Now Google is placed on the app that I need to open, and I can just go back out. And now that I'm out to the main menu, all I have to do is hit, and my Google is open. I have full access to anything that my Google cards would normally have access to. This is actually a really cool feature. You can remap Bixby to open your favorite application by following those instructions. Now, another really cool thing is that a lot of people are just embracing the hole punch that's in the S10 or even the S10 Plus, like you see here, with some really cool wallpapers, and you can get those from Zedge. You can get those from anywhere you're downloading wallpapers from. But if you are one of those people who just don't want to see the hole punch on top, there is a built-in way, of course, to hide that. That way you're not looking at that continuously, and that's easily accessed by going into your settings. And from your setting, we're going to go into display. And when you're in display, we're going to go to full screen apps. On the very top there, you can see the ability to hide the front facing camera. If you hit that, it basically just puts a black bar going across the top, and you can see that black bar extending across the top of the phone itself, which in effect hides the front facing camera, so that way you're not looking at those particular cutouts. It's almost as if your phone has a top bezel. And then if, of course, you ever wanted to change that, you would just go back in and disable it. All right, so the next feature that we're going to cover is actually a built-in feature. It's the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. So that ultrasonic fingerprint scanner is actually really good, and it's gotten better over the use of the actual phone itself. So one of the cool things you can actually do to it is, just like any other fingerprint scanner, you can add multiple fingerprints to it, and that sometimes helps with the ability for the fingerprint scanner to kind of pick up on your fingerprint a little bit quicker. So the quickest and easiest way to do that is to go into your setting. You're going to go into biometrics and security, and in biometrics and security, you see on top there the fingerprints. So right now I have 3 fingerprints stored. If I click it, it's going to prompt me to enter my PIN number for the phone. After the PIN number is entered, you're brought into this screen here. So then I'm just going to go over some of the cool settings in this screen so you kind of have an idea of what's here. One, on top you have the ability to add an additional fingerprint, and I'll do that in a second just to show you what the process is on that. Second, you have Samsung Pass. So Samsung Pass is an ability for you to actually store passwords inside your phone, and then with that use your biometrics to unlock certain apps, websites, accounts, things of that nature. It's almost like a LastPass option, but built directly into your phone. And of course, you know what Samsung Pay is. That's Samsung's electronic payment option, and it gives you the ability to basically just use your phone as a credit card. So any credit card that you have stored in there, all you have to do is bring up Samsung Pay, card is electronically stored. And I find that it actually works in so many different areas, anywhere that really accepts a credit card. I've never really had a problem with Samsung Pay, so it's actually one of my favorite Samsung features. So now when we're adding the additional fingerprint, you can see that it tells you that you're just going to need to position your fingers a little bit differently, and it's basically, again, the same kind of setup as any fingerprint scanner that's currently out. So now change positions, fingerprint has been verified. You can hit done and it's added, right? And you can get kind of an idea of how quick that fingerprint is. And you don't even kind of have to tap the phone to wake it up. Even if the phone is off like this, place your finger in that area and it logs you in. So the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner is an excellent feature. Not as great as the built-in hard-coded fingerprint scanners, but it's still a futuristic piece of tech and it works well enough. So another really cool feature is you have now the ability to enable night mode, and it's just another aesthetic that's kind of added to your overall view of the S10 Plus. So if you see here, my settings right now are light and bright, and if I wanted to just darken it a little and maybe probably help with some battery consumption, because you know, darker colors use less pixels and that helps with battery consumption, I can go into my settings, can go into display, and then I have night mode there. And it enables night mode across your theme. So that actually does work pretty well. It looks pretty good into and out of the menus. It just gives everything another splash of color. It makes the whites kind of stand out a little bit, and it's just another really cool option that you have to enable on your S10 Plus. So another cool thing you can do is run dual application. That just means you can have an app with an account and have two different accounts using that application. So for instance, if you had two Facebook accounts, you wouldn't have to continue signing out and in of that application. You can run those applications concurrently with each other and just log into the account that you want to log into. So in order to enable dual applications for your messengers and your different apps, you would just go into settings, and then you're going to scroll down to advanced features. And from advanced features, you have dual messenger here. So you have WhatsApp, Snapchat, Facebook, and Messenger. And all you'd have to do is enable that, and it's going to install the second Facebook app. Just confirm, next. And then once that's done, the dual messenger application is set up for Facebook. And if you bring up my Facebook app, you would see that one is my normal regular Facebook and the other is the dual application Facebook, giving me the ability to sign in into either account, again, without having to log out or switch accounts. So now, just like every other Galaxy phone that's ever come out, the S10 does have the ability to make use of the Edge screen. And if you've never had a Galaxy phone before, never used the Edge screen before, you can actually have some really cool, quick, and easy features that are available if you activate that Edge screen. And I'll show you exactly where to go to activate it. So you're just going to go into your settings, and from settings, you're going to go into display. And in display, you're going to scroll down and you're going to see Edge screen here. And you want to make sure your Edge screen panel is activated in order to access the panel itself. Edge screen lighting gives you the ability to have different notifications kind of pop up when people call, text, things of that nature. And this is just another option for notifications. Considering that that notification light is gone, this may be another option that you can use to kind of get notifications. So now once that's turned on, all you have to do is swipe from the side and it brings up your Edge screen, and it does have different Edge screens that you can use. So this is for applications. You can put apps here for quick launch. This is for different tasks, so you can compose a message, shoot a video, set an alarm, take a screenshot. These things can be right at your fingertips. You don't have to do anything else or different button presses to get to it. If you have applications that you open on a regular basis, you can put those here as well. And then you always have the ability to customize. We'll update this later. You have the ability to customize and add some different Edge screens, and they have a plethora of ones that you can customize to your needs. So the Edge screen is actually a really cool addition that you can have that gives you quick access to some of the things that you use the most. Now, speaking of taking a screen capture, you can know that there's an easy way to take a screen capture by pressing the power button and the volume down button at the same time. And that takes a screenshot of what's currently on screen. But you can also enable a palm swipe to take a screenshot, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. All right, so to enable the palm swipe to take a screenshot, you're just going to hit the settings button here. You're going to go down to advanced features, and you're going to go to motion and gestures. And then you're just going to make sure palm swipe to capture is turned on. And it takes a picture. So it's probably not the best way to do it, but if your phone is resting on the table somewhere and you want to take a quick screen capture that way you can't press the two buttons, you can just do that palm swipe and it's just another way for you to take screenshots. So now while we're on the motions and gestures, another really cool thing you can do is you can use your palm to take a selfie picture. So you can enable that through your camera. So one of the first things you want to do is launch your camera. And now that's up, you just want to go to settings, and in settings you want to go to shoot mode. And then make sure that show palm is enabled. And now if you want to take a selfie, just and it takes a picture. So that's another really cool way and easy way for you to take a selfie if you ever are in a position where you're holding the phone out and you don't want to press that button awkwardly. That's just another option that you have. All right guys, so if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and check out some of the other videos we've done about the S10 Plus. Let us know what you think. Make sure to share your thoughts, comments, and any questions you have in the comment section below the video. We'll answer them to the best of our ability and as quickly as possible. Thank you guys so much for checking out the video, and until next time, peace.